Hey guys, how you doing? It is Tuesday, June 14th. Tuesday, June 14th. And it has been a while since I've done a channel update. So this will just be a short one. I'm going to give you guys a channel update. And then immediately after the channel update, it'll go into another little video segment with Michael and I describing our little very casual weekend get together that we'll be doing June 25th and 26th. When I say casual, I mean casual. It will be walks together and that will be it. It will not be like a formal event with lots of other doing stuff together or whatnot. This is going to be the first time Michael and I are able to get together and meet in person. So we're wanting to get to spend some time just doing that. But we're going to go on some walks and we're inviting people to come along on the walk and talks if they like. So that little video describing that experience will be next at the end of this announcement. I am finally back in Austin. I returned home this weekend. I've been gone for about a month. It felt like I was gone forever. I have never been so delighted to be home or to be back in Austin. And I went on vacation to Mexico. That was interesting and had some nice moments, but also was not exactly the relaxing time that I had envisioned. And then we traveled through San Diego. I got to meet up with some of our mutual friends, Birdie, Sophia Smallstorm. That was lovely. And then we got to Los Angeles and I spent a week there with Laura with me, visiting with friends, visiting with, Masaki and Vanessa and Sonia and different people and going up and seeing my mom a couple of times. And then Laura came back to Austin and I stayed on another week. I did a short quarantine because my father has been very ill and is seriously immune compromised. And I had been all over Mexico and to parties and all kinds of things. And then I got to finally spend 4 days just with my father at the house and not sort of having our visits controlled or interrupted by anyone else. And I'm really glad that I got to do that. But it was a good time, but also a stressful and challenging time. Both of my parents are really unwell. And, you always know as you're growing up that day is going to come when your parents get old and things start to change, but I don't think you're prepared for it at the time that it happens. And so it's challenging. I have issues with both of my parents, but I also love them very much. And so that's what I've been doing. There's been some content once I got back from Mexico, but there was definitely like a slowdown for a bit. I needed a break, but I'm back in Austin, back in the saddle and ready to get going again. That said, there have been a couple of shows posted over the last few weeks that aren't here on YouTube. The last one I posted a Words and I've posted that Strange Mosaic with Chad Stumpke. They're awesome. If you haven't seen them yet, check them out. But I also posted an episode a few weeks ago of Occult Tennis over on Rockfin. And there's been a couple of episodes of Playing the Glass Bead Game in addition to the Project Kids that does get posted here. The Playing the Glass Bead Game is a private series. It's only available to subscribers on certain levels on Patreon and on Locals. If you miss the clips, I don't have time to do them right now. I may get back to doing them at some point. But if you have not yet had a free episode of that and you would like to have one, hit me up. Those are really interesting explorations of, sort of our inner process and our outer experiences in the world. So those are still going. I will be posting a new episode of Words with Danny tomorrow. She and I are rolling. We've got like a regular thing going right now. There is a Words Locals page. That is where we are kind of housing most of our stuff. The video versions of Words and Afterwords are available there. I'll put a link for a free promo code for a free month down below. Beginning in July, we'll also be offering a live experience. When I say live, I don't mean actually in person, but a workshopping kind of experience. It'll be called Informed Analysis Experience, and it will be a sort of an exercise in how to deal with the endless array of ways that we are propagandized and fooled into acting from emotion or compromising. And not that there's a problem with compromising under some circumstances, but sometimes we've just been so delighted to hear anyone say something that is obviously true that we'll somehow accept the rest of the BS coming along with it. And this will be an exercise, a fun exercise in sort of spotting and analyzing all of that, and then being able to make good informed decisions from a better, less emotional, less reactive place. So we're looking forward to that. That will begin in July. All the information and the links on how you can join us for these various things will be down below. I have posted a new, some announcements and a new menu of options, both on my Patreon page and over on my personal locals page, that kind of breaks down all the different stuff that I'm doing right now. And I do a lot of content with other people and some on my own. So the various ways that you can access the different content is listed on that menu of options. Those are posted publicly on Patreon and on locals. And there's also some combined opportunities for media content, and then some of the personal nutrition and lifestyle coaching services that I offer. At the end of the summer, I will be completely separating those things. And so right now over the summer is kind of an opportunity for members of the community who have been sort of maybe putting off, getting their body into the condition they want it to be in, or making some changes in their life. Now's the time to do it. There's some combined package offers that are, a different deal than I normally do for just regular clients, but I wanted to be able to offer that to you guys. And that will be only available for the summer. Beginning 9/1, everything will be separated, and changes to pricing and how I do things are going to be made as far as my personal consulting services. I want to thank all of you for friendship and support during this challenging time. This past year has been like one of the best and most successful for me, and also one of the most stressful and challenging based on some of the things going on in all of our shared reality, but with my family. And I feel very, very fortunate that people like to tune in and listen to me talk about things that I think are interesting, or make up stories, or just play what if. And also that a lot of you choose to reach out to me for help making some changes in your life. It is really special when people that you've known in your own personal life say, hey, I would like some help with the thing that you do. I've noticed that you've made some changes in your life, and can you help me? And I've had a couple of those experiences in recent months with some people here in Austin that I've known for long periods of time, and from people within our own online media community. And it is tremendously satisfying. So I hope all of that was clear. Links to everything you need to know will be down below. Immediately following this little clip right here will be a blip with Michael and I explaining our get together June 25th and 26th here in Austin, Texas. If you're going to be around, we'd love to see you. This is very casual and informal. So if you're looking for a structured, very interactive experience, this is not it. But if you just want to hang and go for a walk with us on Saturday and Sunday mornings, then it's for you. All right, guys, everything's down below. Have a wonderful afternoon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Michael Wan, my good friend and podcast partner, is here with me. And this is a little announcement to the fans of Project Kids and Playing the Glass Bead Game. Good morning, Michael. Tuesday morning.
Good morning, Emily. Good morning. Good morning, friends and family who are watching along.
All right, so we are about to record episode number 45 of Playing the Glass Bead Game. For those of you who, I have not been posting as many clips of Glass Bead Game because I've been so busy, but that still is kicking along. And so if you haven't checked that out yet, please consider joining us. It's lots of fun, very interesting, and it's been getting much more in touch with like real life and personal sets of issues lately. So it's kind of a different level of the game than we were sort of playing at for a while. So be sure to check that out. But we wanted to just make a little separate video here to let everybody know we are doing a very, 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 very casual set of get-togethers on June 25th and June 26th here in Austin. Michael and I are going to have the pleasure of finally getting to meet one another in person, at least maybe for the first time as adults. Maybe there's been a time in childhood that we can't quite recall, but we're having a get together. And so we're going to tell you a little bit about it. Michael, before we do, is there anything else you wanted to say? You're smiling, so I didn't know.
I want to laugh. I'm laughing because of how you said it, of how you set up like what we have been talking about recently with playing the glass bead game and how it's become more personal and more like, it's less about like looking out at all these connections. And there's been like this kind of reflective real life quality in terms of the nature of our conversation, because what we're about to talk about now is just that. It's like, we're going to get together in the real world. And you and I have been talking about this for at least 2 years, 18 months of like, when is this going to unfold? And we talked about it a lot, like, well, let's do this event and let's do this and like planning. And it never took root. But now it is. And it is going to be kind of just like what you described. Like, this is going to be real and authentic, meaning like, there's not like agenda, like, we come and you pay this and that. Like, this is going to be us getting together. And primarily it's like me and you meeting, for me, you and Laura meeting in the flesh for the first time. But we want to open that up. We want to expand that to everyone else who's been following along with us along this journey.
Absolutely. So here's what we envision looking like. We announced a little bit last week. Some people have had some questions. The questions have helped us to clarify what we want to do. So this is what it's going to be. This is not going to be a formal event. Something like that may or may not occur in the future. That is more.
So that means no tuxedos, right? That's what you
no
mean
tuxedos. No tuxedos.
This is totally business casual, folks.
Totally. Right. So, something like that may occur in the future. For right now, at the place that Michael and I are in our personal respective lives, like, we just want to, sort of do something that feels not taxing on us emotionally, that we can enjoy. And this is going to be the first time we get to spend together too. So we want to get to enjoy some of that without the sort of stress and pressures an event. There was, Greg is doing his higher side chats, Rune Soup meetup with Gordon White here. So it became sort of like, a way to, that there's going to be some people in town and around, and we can sort of, do some stuff around it, but we're not, I just got back after a month of travel. So this is what it's going to be. And if this sounds good to you, we would love to see you. And if it doesn't, there will likely be other opportunities in the past, present, or future, because time is omnidirectional and doesn't exist anyway. Right. So this is what we're doing. Michael and I are going to spend a lot of time walking around the Colorado River in downtown Austin, which is called Lady Bird Lake, over the course of the time that he's here. But for 2 of those outings, we're going to invite anybody who would like to join us. And those outings will be Saturday morning, the 25th, and Sunday morning, the 26th. We'll meet up at 10 a.m. At a given location, which once, people, like, I'll put my email address down below. I'll give people instructions when they email me and whatnot, but we'll have a meetup location that I'll probably give out like the day before or something like that. And then you will accompany us on sort of like our walk and talk that we would normally be doing with each other, but you guys can all come along and see how it unfolds with us. It's very casual. And then when the walks are over, that's it. Michael and I have other things that
That's it. You're kicked out.
There's not other stuff. I mean, if people are coming in town for Greg's thing, obviously there's that going on and whatnot. But, there's not other events related to this. It's just the walks. There will be 2 of them. You can come to one or the other, or you can come to both. This is a non-charged for event. If people appreciate the experience and they would like to make a donation to Project Kids, then that's okay. We'll gladly accept that. But this is very free flow, free forming, and just something to be that kind of experience for everybody. So that's what we're doing. If you're looking for like something that is really more like structured and whatnot, then that may occur in the future, and you can do that then. But this is just going to be, a weekend casual stroll around the lake with some seriously good story making up, telling, whatever, whatever it is we do that people like. Anything else you wanted to add, Michael?
Well, yes. Like, I mean, and part of it is by not charging, because it's a weird thing. It's like, we're all sharing this sort of thing that Emily and I are, maybe we're the ones who are talking, but the witnessing makes it real. Like, you know, all the folks that are watching it, and it definitely muddies the water when you got to go and throw money at it for all of the complexities that, you know, our money system brings into it. So it feels really good to me to be able to do something authentic, to do something without like a price tag. But that being said, I'm hoping to cover some of my costs to travel. So I'm going to bring 6. I'm going to make 6 bags. I'm going to have packages. Like I'm going to have like some of my hemp bags with the drawstring from the Federal Reserve or the US Mint. And I'm going to have some t-shirts. So you folks are going to come. I'm also going to be expected to sell you some of my wares to help cover my stuff. So I just want to plant that seed in your mind, but there's no expectation.
Always the peddler.
Always the peddler. Always the peddler.
All right. So that's the plan. My email address is down below. Only use it if you're interested in the event, and write Austin event in all capital letters in the subject, or Austin walk or gathering or whatever you want to say. There's some people that have already reached out to me. I've responded to some of them, not to all of them, because we were still sort of formalizing things. Hopefully everyone will see this video and what we're doing will be clear. And I think that's all. So we're going to say goodbye for now, and we're going to go record the show, which you'll be able to view later. All right. Toodles.
Excellent.